Hi, I want to do a new video, and I thought of the title of "What in the World is Going On?" What in the world indeed is going on? So I've just put some thoughts, and I'm going to read them out, and I hope this helps people to think, and not just let others do their thinking for them. It's like, let's have a look at what's going on. Dearly beloved, we are in dark and devious times, and some are saying this calamity that has befallen the world has nothing to do with the fulfillment of Scripture regarding the end time. Yet this position flies in the face of all other fulfilled prophecies that have converged at precisely this time. That clearly shows that we are indeed entering into its final climatic completion. Whether we believe that this plague is man-made or a natural phenomenon matters little. It's a united worldwide lockstep response that displays and uncovers a global takeover by the few. Their aims are becoming frighteningly clear. The utter destruction of the world economy, which in turn will plunge humanity into abject poverty, starvation for the masses in the third world countries, and eventually first world countries will follow the same pattern. It's all an artificial response to a real or imagined threat. For our own good is the mantra. I've heard it said that this was also soothingly spoken to the Jews, Gypsies, and other unfortunates in Nazi Germany at the beginning of the last World War. They said, "We must relocate you for your own safety." First it was the ghettos, then the camps, then the ovens. The mantra, "We must learn from history so it never is repeated," is false. History seems to be the educator of an ever more sophisticated reenactment of its atrocities. Talk is cheap. Always look at the means that they say justifies the end. If the means means loss of self-determination for the individual and freedom of choice, be sure a minority intend to benefit from their dictatorial control of the masses. Where there is a crime, there is also a motive. Global dictatorship is the crime. But what is the motive? For our good? Absolutely not. Each nation's governments are a part of a plan to reset and reorder humanity and has nothing to do with our safety. In fact, it's the polar opposite. As each nation is rolling out their own brand of police state control, with ever increasing mention of army involvement to address any fight back, we are becoming a prison planet. All for our own good, they say. I think we can all think of a very succinct one-word response to that. I could go on, but I think enough is said. What I will say is plagues have come and gone without affecting the host society's way of life, which although disrupted for a while, return quickly to normal and continue as before. But what we are being brainwashed with intentionally by the world controllers is expect a new norm. This is their agenda and has been for a while, to impose their brand of norm on humanity. They've been predictively programming us through films and such like for decades. The Hunger Games are a prime example. Hollywood's a mind control, brainwashing arm of the encroaching one world government. It has churned out their agenda from its inception, as has literature, education. The slow drip of their mind-controlling agenda. It's time to wake up, not bury one's head in the sand. Read the books of Daniel and Revelation in the Bible. These two prophetic books detail this very event that is being played out on the earth today. The answer is also contained in its pages. And I would advise strongly, please only read the King James Version of the Bible, because it's the most accurate, taken directly from the Tyndale version. Most, if all others, come from dubious manuscripts and have omitted key words, some whole verses, and have inserted words that change the meaning of that particular text. I use as an example the NIV. It puts on, in Daniel 9, the wing of a temple, nowhere to be seen in the KJV, and omits until the consummation in another verse in Daniel 9. So I know I've detracted a bit and gone into Bibles, but the truth is we're in a time of great confusion, and one of the confusions is this plethora of new translations of the Bible. So you're in a Bible study and everybody's reading from their favourite translation, and it's chaos. It's a bit like Babel. No one understands what the other one's reading about, as they differ so greatly sometimes. Not all the time, but most times. It's like everybody's reading from a different book. So I will end on this, that really we need to be awake. We need to understand what is going on. And I really want to encourage you to trust in Jesus Christ, to put your trust in the God of the Bible, because all that's happening has been prophesied, and the second part of all that prophecy, what comes at the end, is the second coming of Jesus Christ, his return to the earth to put all things right and to set his kingdom up on earth on the lines of true justice, true love for your fellow man, true equality, and the sharing and caring of all humanity, because all human life matters, from the cradle, in fact, from the conception in the womb until we go to our appointed destiny. So I'll just leave you with that. God bless you all. Bye now.